guys, and welcome back to Gabbin with Jessa. This is going to be a little bit of a different video today because I have something really fun that I've been thinking about for a while and I just can't wait to show you. So on April 10th, 2010, I actually was in Hollywood, California because I was filming an episode of the Nickelodeon game show BRAINSURGE. For those of you who don't know, BRAINSURGE was a Nickelodeon game show that took place in like the late 2000s, early 2010s. It was basically just kind of like a kid quiz game show. There was a lot of fun gags, a lot of different mind puzzles, and I actually got to be on it when I was 14 years old. I think about this day a lot because it's something that was one of the best experiences of my life. Actually, probably the best experience of my life because it's something that you never really would think would happen, and then it does. So for today's episode, I'm going to be reacting to the episode that I was on while also explaining to you some of the behind the scenes stuff that just made this day so memorable for me. It was a fun process applying. I had to make like a little video that is the most embarrassing video of my entire life. I think it is gone forever, thank God. That was sent in, and they liked my personality so much that they decided to put me on a special episode called Boys vs. Girls. For the Boys vs. Girls episode, all the girls wore purple shirts and all the guys wore green shirts. Even though we were still individually competing against each other, if a girl made it to the final round, then all the girls in the studio audience got to go home with t-shirts. And if a boy won, the boys got to go home with t-shirts, girls with the purple and boys with the green. I think it was their way of just adding a little something different to the original show. It was a lot of fun, and they filmed 5 episodes of that special. So April 10th is a Monday. It's actually the Sunday after Easter Sunday. So we flew in on Easter Sunday, my family and I. My dad, brother, and sister got to be in the studio audience while my mom got stuck around with me all day. We showed up at like 9 a.m. Granted, I am from the East Coast, and going to the West Coast for the first time, I've never, at that point in my life, I'd never had experienced a time difference, so we were 3 hours behind. So I was still a little all thrown off because I've never traveled outside of the Eastern Coast before, at least like that I can remember. I think I went to Minnesota once when I was a kid. On that episode day, they were filming my episode, which was the last one of the day. They also filmed another Boys vs. Girls episode. They filmed 2 sibling episodes, which is kind of like the same idea. And then they also filmed 1 celebrity episode. I only remember that the celebrities, because my brother and sister told me afterwards, because they got to watch all 5 episodes, there wasn't anyone significant that I can remember. I believe Sam and Freddie from iCarly were the only ones of like main importance, but then the other ones were from other Nickelodeon shows that I can't even name you right now. So we go to the studio, we get everything settled, and then it is the people on my episode, so me plus 5 others, and then the other people on the Boys vs. Girls episode. They got us all together. All day long, all they were doing was explaining what was going on. They kept us pumped the entire time. They were giving us food, like just how to have, like, it was just a lot of fun while we were still learning camera mannerisms and, you know, staying pumped up and what we should do and everything. It was a blur, but it was also just like so much fun. I realize now that I think my future job should have been to be those pump up guys, because there were 2 guys hired that literally for the entire day, their only job was to make sure that we were all, you know, fun and energized and exciting, because at least for my group personally, we didn't even get to film until like 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, which granted for me, it's like 9, 10, 11 that I'm used to after one day of transferring over. One of my favorite experiences was because we were the last episode of the day, we actually all got together in one dressing room. We couldn't get like the special green room or whatever because that's where the celebrities were, but we got this own little dressing room, and I remember this distinctly because our dressing room was like right across the hall from the set of The Sweet Life on Deck, and I swear to God, me and one of the other girls, Danielle, we like saw the back of the Sprouse twins' heads and we're like, oh my goodness, what is going on? Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. And then just for like that hour and a half that it took to film the episode, because it does take a pretty long time, the 6 of us just hung out in that room, and I don't know any of these people. They were from all over the country. We don't know anything about each other. We are all around generally the same age, 13, 14, 15-ish, but I was able to connect with them so closely. We had the best time. I really wish that we were able to keep in contact with each other because we didn't know anyone's last names and we weren't allowed to have our cell phones with us, so I kind of lost contact with them. If you guys are watching this, hit me up. But oh my gosh, we were just goofing around the entire time. I think the two guys that were in charge of us for keeping our energy and morale high, I think they just thought we were crazy, which we were, but I loved the 6 of them. It's our turn to film. We get to go to the stage and it is massive. It was so cool. They were all just kind of like in different sections. Like all the main like stages or areas were all in like different sections, and it was so cool. It was so intimidating too. Oh my goodness. I can't even tell you what that was like, but oh my gosh. So we're on our little podium stand things. There's like 6 cameras on us at once. There's like the one right in your face, the main one, then there's ones from like all different angles. I was like, what is going on? There's so many cameras here. And I'm not like a camera shy kind of person, but it was still a lot. So how the filming of this goes down is that they film the first round with the 6 contestants, and then the 2 who get eliminated from that round actually go backstage and they wait and they watch the second round go on with the remaining 4. After that, when the 3 get eliminated from that round, all 5 of us go up who have gotten eliminated and go down the brain drain slide. So they film the 2 individuals who got eliminated in the first round, they film them going down first, and then they film the remaining 3 in a separate segment going down. I'll just give you a spoiler, I didn't make it to the final round, but we did get to watch the winner, Michael. We did get to watch him compete after we got to our dressing rooms, because after we went down the slides, we had to shower and change because we're covered in soap. So it was just, oh my gosh, I don't know. The rest of the day, it was just amazing. So at this time, I am in 8th grade. It was my spring break trip. So my family, we actually did get to make it a little bit of a spring break vacation. Got back super excited, and I figure out that the day the episode is going to air is actually the date of my 8th grade graduation. Graduation doesn't start until like 7 o'clock or something, but they wanted us to be there at like 6:30. So I stayed, watched my episode because it was airing at 6, and just came in at 6:30. But apparently the rest of the school, or like the 8th graders, like they were all watching it in their classrooms. I only thought a few people knew about it, but they all watched it, and it was so funny and a little humiliating, but it was just so much fun. So that is a little bit of my experience on what it was like to film. Now let's get into watching the episode. Got my laptop here, so let's just get started. Fun fact about him, I don't know why no one remembers this but me, but if you remember the little in-between segments that used to be on Nickelodeon with like Lily Collins, that's kind of like how she got her start. This was Pick Boy. The host of this was Pick Boy, and so that was a lot of fun because I remember him growing up, and it was just so much fun to be able to work with him. Everyone was awesome too. Like the other 5 contestants were so much fun. Now this was something that still makes me a little mad to this day. So they called me Jessica in this, which is something I get a lot because my name is Jessa. It's not shortened for Jessica, it's just Jessa. So we filmed it with Jessica, but then we actually did a refilm where they just focused on me and said the same thing, and it was with Jessa. But then when they aired it, it showed the Jessica version. I don't know why, but it's whatever, it's whatever. The brain drain. So for the puzzles, how they would do it, they had like 3 big screen TVs like far away from us. One of them showed like his face the whole time, so even when the puzzle was going on, it showed like the behind the scenes of what he was doing. Another one showed the puzzle, so that way we could figure it out. And then the third one showed the individual, like the 6 cameras that you'll see in a second. So that was what was in front of us, so we could see the different puzzles. Let me know in the comments.
All right, let's see what the correct answer is. Oh, it was that guy. Well, 2. Let's see who got it right.
Oops. I remember looking at it because once you input your answer, you can't go back. And I think I just reacted too quickly because again, I was like really nervous. And I made this face. I can remember, I'm sad they didn't show it, but I was so disappointed in myself.
Hey, I went to see that new horror film the other night, but the kids in the line were scarier than the movie. Pay close attention to what happens to each kid. Did not turn into a monster.
I couldn't even tell you. I don't think anyone could.
Let's find out what the correct answer is. It was number 2. Let's see who got it right. My brother Bobby loves to annoy my sister Courtney. Listen carefully to their conversation.
Hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna yell. Courtney's the best. Courtney's the best. Hey, wait.
Which phrase did Bobby not repeat? Hey, Bobby, don't do that. I'm gonna tell, or Courtney's the best. All right, let's find out what the correct answer is.
The correct answer is... The correct answer is... I'm gonna tell.
I'm gonna tell. He said, I'm going to yell. Let's see who got it right. Tony, Gino, and Danielle. Nice job. What do you say we take a look at these scores, shall we? Jessa, we need to get you on the board. What do you say we do that with a 50-point puzzle?
Okay.
All right, let's...
My shining moment.
Holly made friendship bracelets for 4 of her soccer teammates. Pay close attention to who gets which bracelet.
This one's for Sabrina. This one's for Alyssa. This one's for Tiana. And this one is for Jessica. Thank you.
Which pattern was on Tiana's bracelet? All right, let's find out what the correct answer is.
Go Tigers!
It was number 3. Let's see who's getting 50 points. Danielle's the only one getting 50 points.
Uh-oh.
This puzzle right here is worth 100 points because that's the kind of guy I am, and it's anybody's game. Here it comes. I'm about to ride this Ferris wheel. Pay close attention to which cart I'm in. Which cart am I in? All right, if you think you got 100 points coming to you, give me your best. I'm so dizzy from riding the Ferris wheel face into the camera. Oh, we got a lot of people who think they're getting 100 points. Well, let's find out what the correct answer is.
At this point, I was just so happy I wasn't going home with 0 points. Let's be real. I didn't care about making it after that. I just wanted to make sure I didn't go home with 0 points.
Here it is. There are 3 of you left and only one more spot to move on to the next level. With 110 points, playing for the girls team is Cynthia. Congratulations.
Oh well.
Brain drain. Let's find out what you won.
I still have this stuff too, by the way. They did send it to me a few months after the episode aired, like 3-ish months afterwards. I still have it. I still use it. It's a lot of fun. This slide was so much fun. It's actually a lot slower than it looks. And if you're wondering, it is just soap and food coloring. It smells like orange soda. They had me running into a strobe light there. I don't know, it was so much fun. And yeah, that's all I'm in it for. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun to watch. I'll link the full episode down in the description below if you want to check it out, see who won. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I had so much fun doing this. I hope that you guys enjoyed it too, a little bit different from what I normally do. But yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time, keep on gabbing.